When it comes to breakups, the heart may be hurting, but who gets the lamps, the living room set, and anything else? And it's not just the belongings that can start a tug of war, so can the money.
According to Moneyish.com, oftentimes furniture and clothing are the most common assets argued about, but there's a lot to consider when you're going through a breakup.
Here again to weigh in on this topic is financial expert David Rae. Thank you for sticking around, David.
Okay, David, is there a difference between financially between married and unmarried people in a breakup?
There's a huge difference because you really have no legal rights. If you can't prove that that's your stuff, there's no assumed we split this stuff or alimony or palimony or any of all that fun stuff. So you want to really know who owns what, who paid for what, who owes the other person money. That $10,000 you gave your significant other, if it's not in writing, they're never paying you back.
Wow. Yeah, you're not going to...
pain.
So if you're not married, basically, should you have a manifest of stuff?
You know, anytime you're doing like a lease or a rent or, you know, you're paying for the other person's car, put something in writing. It sounds cheesy and it sounds stupid if you're not married, but you're like, I bought this car and you're driving it and the lease is in my name or the rent's in my name. You leave, I still have to make the payment. Or if you're the person getting left, you may be paying for everything. You may have gone and put it on a credit card to buy all that couch and furniture. The other person still wants half of it.
Yeah.
And when it comes to fighting, someone might try and take your golf clubs or your shoes. And I know you don't want to give up your shoes. So, you know.
That's right. Stamp your books.
Stamp your books.
I'm just saying, as somebody who's been through this, stamp your books.
No one wants your books, but you know, hey.
Yeah. Well, okay, so should you get an attorney, like, say, if you're not married, you know? How do you do that?
It's something to think about. You know, I think ideally we'd avoid going to like a divorce attorney because it's going to be expensive, and believe me, you're going to pay them more than that couch, that clothes, that stuff. But while you're still going well in your relationships or things are going, before you co-sign that car or you sign a lease in just your name, before you put that stuff in your debt, put something in writing that, you know, we're splitting this, I'm paying for it now, but, you know, it's not maybe romantic, but it's kind of like a prenup, but it's kind of like, you owe me half of this money, or I loaned you $10,000 for school tuition, or I paid off your credit cards, just so you have some leg to stand on later on. And then just try and be civil. Let's be realistic. You know what I mean? I see people fighting over stuff like the man wanting a woman's clothes. You know, Jimmy Choos are amazing, but your shoes are not going to fit me. Like, I'm not going to wear those.
Cell phones.
Cell phone plan. You do have to split your cell phone plan, and be also aware so you don't get screwed later. What bills are in your name?
Yes.
What electricity. Cell
I've had that problem
phone,
with
all
roommates.
that stuff.
Roommates.
You know, with people,
Every time.
forget the romantic part of it. Like, I had a roommate who is sketchy, and you know who you are.
Yes.
And I have not forgiven you. Who got us thrown out of the apartment.
That's bad.
You know, for the first place. I come home, and she'd painted everything black. Like, everything. This black mat, and it was all new cabinets and stuff, and the landlord was living, and tore up all the carpet.
Oh, you were not getting your security back.
Exactly. So I lost my security deposit because of her, had to find a new place to live, and then I realized all of the utilities had been in my name.
Yeah. So go in, as soon as you guys start having trouble, go in and lock down your passwords. Think about if they have your credit card info, it's not just taking their name off as a user, it's they have that number. They can go online and buy stuff. You might still get your money back as a fraud, you know, fraud prevention type stuff, but you don't want to have to do that. And if it's your bank account, the liability for the bank is very low. A credit card, it's much better, but it's still not great to have someone use your card and steal stuff, and it's just a hassle. You know, your Netflix password, if they keep watching Netflix, probably not as big a deal, but you know, your bank info, your Amazon Prime, I know. But let's think, they could go on Amazon Prime and just buy a bunch of stuff.
Right. Even your mailing address, right?
You gotta update your mailing address if you're the one leaving, because otherwise your mail's gonna get there. You might just have your bill sent there. It's not like they're stealing from you, but you just won't get the bill. You may not pay it.
Or tickets and things. I've had that, you know.
And you won't be aware of all the things that they're opening in your name. So if you don't change your address and they open a credit card with your info on their name, it's gonna be mailed to your old apartment. You're not gonna see it. They're gonna rack up thousands of dollars before you catch on, and it does happen. When people are fighting, you know, they're gonna come after you.
Wow.
Yes, and like you're saying, it also can just be by accident. You know what I mean? Like, you forget that this was in your name, and they still are living at the house.
Yes.
And so they're still collecting it, and nobody's really paid attention to it. And then one day you're like, wait a minute.
All those auto debits are still on your card. You don't live there anymore. You're still paying the electric. You don't even live there.
Exactly.
I've had that experience where I've moved out, you know, and I forgot, all that's in my name.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. You do have to keep track of it. Thank you so much, David. As always.
Thank you.
Me Time with Frangela.